Hello everyone, welcome to PSIR Theatre Place channel. This is me, your super educator Sayyid Shujatullah. Today in our topic, we are going to discuss the relationship between India and Fiji. A very important nation, a very small nation which is in the South Pacific Ocean. Very far from India, but still very crucial for our defense and cooperation. So, we'll be talking about this. And those who are watching me for the very first time, as small advertisement to all of you, please don't mind. PSIR classes, test series, mentorship, group discussion, doubt clarification, re-live classes, all are being given in my course for the year 2026. So to connect to me and to have a demo with regard to PSIR optional, you can just dial to the number given here and given in the next slide and also in the description. Let us strategize how much you have read PSIR. If you're a beginner also, let us strategize in such a way that you're able to do a lot in the next year. And those who have already done with their prelims, so for them, it's 6 months of strategy where you can score so good that your mains cutoff will be driven by your optional marks only. That much I can promise you, right? So the question could come in the examination this way. So here you can see my number is there here. You can just connect to me. Discuss India's Act East policy and its evolution. So a small introduction of after writing introduction with regard to Act East policy, why we are actually pursuing it and how it is being evolving. Evolving is very important because so we are going towards South Asia, then going to Southeast Asia like this. This is how it has been evolving. Remember this point here. So that much of introduction you have to write. After writing the introduction and its evolution, how we are moving from Myanmar to Vietnam to again going towards Indonesia, again going towards Australia or New Zealand and the various islands which are there in the South Pacific Ocean, that all comes into East Asia policy and its evolution. So here we are emphasizing the shift from a focus of South Asia to a broader engagement, means more deeper we are going towards South Asia with the trying to cover entire Indo-Pacific, including the Pacific island countries also. So we have to, they will ask you comment. They will ask you what? Comment. Remember this point. So this is the question, very good question. So now in the table of contents, whatever we are discussing today, we will talk about India and Fiji, the political map, how far and how close they are related that we are talking about. Then we'll also talk about how is Fiji looks like, what is its demography, how much is the population, some little bit about Fiji GK. Then why Fiji is important to us, historical ties, we'll talk about it, whether Indians have been there in the Fiji for a long period of time or we have just emerging there as a new citizen diaspora or not, we'll talk about it. Then what is FIPIC, then defense maritime technology MOU updates. Okay, all of these we are going to cover in this particular lecture. So if you see the Fiji here, I'll just zoom in for all of you. So this is our beautiful India is here. Okay, and you can see that this is our Fiji. Okay, this is our Fiji. This is our beautiful India and this is the Fiji. So here, from here our trade will go, okay, to the state of Malacca, like this it will go. Okay, we connect Australia here, then Fiji. So it is called as gateway to the Pacific Islands or the Pacific Ocean from the right side. Okay, so it is just here New Zealand is there. Okay, from here Australia. So basically it is like a if you make a triangle, no, it will at the tip of the Australia New Zealand triangle you can find what? Fiji. Remember this point. Okay, right. Now, so you understood that where Fiji lies. It is clear? Okay, let's go ahead. Now we'll talk about the Fiji related aspects. So you can see here very clearly. First of all, see in the map. Okay, this is if you do the zoom in of Fiji, it is this much, and this islands belong to Fiji only. Fiji capital, you can see it is here. Okay, Suva, it is here, and this line you are seeing, this green color, this is the exclusive economic zone. Exclusive economic zones are very clearly defined according to United Nations laws of seas. According to this exclusive economic zone, only now the respective countries will have the complete control over its economic exploitation. That kind of zones are called as exclusive economic zones. So if you are an island, and it means what, all the all these sites you can able to exploit your maritime resources or not? Yes. So they are having good amount of edge. India is able to do this only at the peninsula part, but not everywhere. So if you see the Fiji location, located in South Pacific Ocean, it is in the South Pacific Ocean. Okay, and exactly 1100 nautical miles away from what? Northeast of New Zealand. Capital Suva, population around 9,30,000. 37% of the population of Fiji is what? Indians live there. Basically nothing but once upon a time they were taken, or they were transported by imperial powers to work as a labor there, and they stayed there only, their children's born, etc. All that happened. Key sectors with regard to this Fiji is sugar. They trade a lot, tourism and remittances. A lot of people from Fiji go out and work and send money to the Fiji itself. Exclusive economic zone, that is what we have spoken about. A vast area of approximately 1.3 million square kilometer of exclusive economic zone they have, so which is very crucial strategic asset for any nation. That much of ease, that is very good. Okay, now why Fiji is important? Why for India Fiji matters? Why we have to be very very skeptical about it? Why we have to pursue? We have to go to so far, and we have to see that whether Fiji is our partner or not. Why is it? First of all, remember this point here. I'll tell you in a particular way here. Please understand the point. Okay, so I'll write on here. Fine. So you know that we are having China here, and China is having their naval bases in Bangladesh, and they are having in Sri Lanka, and they are having in Pakistan. Like that, China is encircling India through what? String of pearls. And we are following China. If China is here now, we are also doing what? We wanted to have a necklace. Okay. So this Fiji country does not like China. So whenever any country does not like China and Pakistan, we should make them friends. So that is what we are doing here. Fiji does not like China. So what we are doing is we are making lot of relations with them, and we are also having a naval base with them. So our navy will be there here. So in case of any outbreak, war will be there. No, we can attack the China from here also, from here also, here also. So we are also making like deterrent. We will say it is what? Deterrence. You can see here very clearly. Again, in the map also it can be seen. Okay, from here we can attack China also. Okay, and we are having bases here also, and here also, here also. So we are also having a lot of encircling we are doing with regard to what? China's. So that's why Fiji is important to us. That is what we are talking. Okay, why Fiji matters to us? Because first of all, it is considered as the gateway to Pacific Islands. This is the first point. Strategic location is there in the Indo-Pacific region. They are very strategic locations are there, because a majority of the trade routes pass through them. That's why they are important. Indian diaspora is 37%. Balancing China's presence in the Pacific. That's why we are also making cooperations with the Pacific Islands, so that we can also balance the China's presence there. Maritime security and blue economic cooperation, that is a very common point. Part of Forum for India Pacific Island Cooperation. So we are having a island cooperation in which basically the Fiji is a part of it. Now just imagine a point here. Okay, Fiji is a small country. So what kind of relations generally you can have in Fiji? Okay, a small island country, so basically they need money, so we give money. Lot of diaspora is there, no, that's why cultural exchanges are very common. Okay, they will not have that much of technology, we will give them technology. They will not have that much of capital, okay, investment, so we will give them investment to develop their infrastructure, right or wrong? So all the things we will, and that much of population is there in the Fiji, means obviously we will have a high commissioner or not. Yes. So by just looking, okay, the Indian diaspora in any particular country, you can understand that what kind of relations we can have with them. And by just looking their strategic location, whether it is pro to the China or not, with that also we can understand that whether we'll have a defense or maritime relations are there with them or not. So these two areas always remember. India generally forges relations with those countries a lot. Intimate political relations. What do you mean by intimate political relations? Intimate political relations are nothing but our government, their government are doing lot of memorandum of understanding. Technology, if we are developing, we are giving them. If our Indians are there, means they are celebrating Diwali, Holi, and we are sponsoring them to come to India. Okay, and intimate political relations are nothing but both of them are having same views with regard to particular regional security and safety. So that is called as intimate. So you are too involved. Okay, even you are having what currency exchange reserves. All that will be also a part of what intimate relationship with regard to economic and taxes also. Okay, that's why Fiji is very very important to us now. So for India's Act East policy extended to even Pacific from South Asia, to we even went towards Pacific. FIPIC summit held in 2014 onwards, it is continuously happening, countering China's influence. Fiji opposes China's military base in Pacific. That is what I am saying. Anyone who is foe to the China and Pakistan is our friend. Maritime cooperation, India is their net security provider. So we are actually giving them what? Security. So historical ties, you can see that this is Indians, this is them. Historical and cultural ties highlight the deeper rooted historical connection, especially because of the large Indian Fijian diaspora. More than 1/3 of the Fiji population of Indian origin, and Hindi is their official language. Okay, now what is Forum for India Pacific Islands? Very important one. What it is? What is FIPIC? Very important for the examination with regards to the prelims. It was introduced, okay, as a multinational grouping launched in 2014. Right now it is having India plus 14 Pacific Island nations. So multinational grouping, India plus 14 nations are there. Objective is very simple, that India want to enhance its engagement with these small islands. Okay, major areas that India are going to help them to build their capacity, IT, health, climate change adaptation. Significance is provide a structured framework for India's outreach to entire Pacific region, not just Fiji. So with the help of this FIPSC, we are trying to cover all the Pacific Island countries. So a complete structure and framework we are able to forge with the help of this FIPIC. It positions India as a reliable development, means we are developing them with regard to their increasing capacity, disaster management, IT, health, etc. So we are their net security provider, net development provider. And we are not concentrating, with the help of this organization, we are not concentrating on one or two countries. We are concentrating on 14 Pacific countries, which is a very huge. So we are trying to muzzle up there. So with regard to defense and maritime, recently whatever the India Fiji summit happened, okay, defense and maritime is a core cooperation between these two countries. So the recent meeting mentions the establishment of a defense attached post at Indian High Commission in Suva. So we are having a defense post will be there in the Indian High Commission. Very important. Whenever we establish a defense, okay, post or camp in any country, it's a very big diplomatic achievement. Remember this point. And two prime ministers also discussed the plan for a port call by Indian naval ship to Fiji. This explains that India will have a very good interoperability and maritime cooperation in future. The Fiji Prime Minister Rabuka has also said that it's ocean of peace, and India's support for the Fiji's exclusive economic zone rights. And economic and development cooperation on this front, both the nations have actually signed 9 agreements. These agreements highlight the construction of a super specialty hospital in Fiji by India, supply of medicines under the Jan Aushadhi scheme to the Fiji. Okay, remember this point here, okay? This demonstrates India's commitment to the development partnership and its soft power projection in the region, which includes 14. So whenever we help any country without military, then it is called as what? Soft power. Capacity building and technology, we are already dealing with it. Discuss the gifting of 2 sea ambulances to the Fijian military forces. We are gifting 2 sea ambulances to them. This also, the two prime ministers have also highlighted the establishment of cyber security training cell in Fiji, showcasing India's role in addressing modern security threat which these countries cannot build on their own. I hope this is all clear to you. This much you have tried, and it is very very important. Extended Act East Asia policy this is. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Do join my classes test series. I'll see you tomorrow.